This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Wonderful to see you again.
Revelio. I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a... Executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Well done.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so after graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh, dear.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, when he cut into a Wiccan, marvelous creatures that resemble a twig, the little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I had no idea. How awful.
One can only hope he found more happiness working with them than he did with Flora. Ha! Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Incendio!
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. By the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages?
Revelio. Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
You two seem ready for adventure.
To think it was beneath us all this time. map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news, indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased
Revelio.
included.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
You ought to cut back on pudding. For a troll.
Quickly now.
Revelio.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well
Revelio.
Oh, this day has gone on too long. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio. 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 Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. 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 Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos.
Lumos!
Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Incendio. A miss! There! Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can...
Revelio.
Back at the castle.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to Ambraaa's tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Ambraaa's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. Revelio! A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Oh. Revelio. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. What have the Keepers planned for me? Revelio. These look familiar. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Was it Accio I used before? What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. Revelio. Accio. The room changes when I move in and out of the archway. Accio! I can see a way out on one side, but when I pass through the archway, it's blocked by a wall. Accio! More statues. Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! It's easy on me. Revelio! I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Accio. Revelio. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Confringo! Accio!
I need to see how the room changes when we move in and out of the archway. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Accio. Accio. Revelio.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Incendio. Incendio. Protego. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway. Revelio. Revelio.
Don't like the look of this.
Confringo.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Stupefy. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. What a relief.
Revelio.
Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map?
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the...
Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking out, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she...
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to...
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out.
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Incendio. Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Revelio.
I should ask Sirona at the Three Broom...
About a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Revelio. 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 Accio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a... Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful.
Oh, of course not! And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Those statues are demiguises. The moon's eyes are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, you're daring to... Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so,
I'd be glad to help you.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like... And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom.
Alohomora.
Well done! You're in!
Revelio.
Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
How are your students getting? Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cake flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
Revelio. Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Always mucking about. Perhaps Ranrock and Hyssop.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
I'm a prefect too, you twit. That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do that.
Revelio. Revelio.
Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Peter knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet. And Ravenclaw... What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to...
Revelio. 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 Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, but that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve...
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help.
Revelio.
So we can solve this mystery.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like Rich is his experience. What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, a couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels, just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You want...
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was all right, but honestly...
Wouldn't know it the way you handled them. You'll soon learn that properly controlled beasts can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, which does not include torturing them for whiskers.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Stumbling over dead beasts, terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone.
An optimistic idea. Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst, over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
I'm not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I promise you have nothing to fear. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. The weather, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
Honestly, she was a bit intimidating.
She does have a rather stern brow, doesn't she? But look how well you put her at ease.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. They're up to something.
You may be reading into...
It's hard to explain, but something about it just feels wrong. I think I'm going to look into it.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea. The poachers seem a dangerous lot.
They don't scare me. Besides, I'd do anything to keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred.
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Revelio. 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 Confringo. Revelio.
Wonder who lives here.
Revelio. 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 Incendio.
Nice to see you again. What do you have for sale?
A fine choice. Exactly what I would have chosen. Thank you for stopping.
Protego.
I appreciate it.
Revelio.
This place has seen better days.
Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Shame I didn't have an audience for that one.
Revelio. Revelio. Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Leviosa. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso!
Greetings. Please, take your time looking about. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. You've a good head for business, haven't you? No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Revelio.
Allow me to put you out.
Levioso. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
The men are to loosen the reins. I haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching.
Revelio.
Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over you.
Levioso.
What do you think you're doing?
Confringo. Levioso.
If I have so much... You dare save one of my own.
Incendio.
You will fall. I'll stick you around like a hood.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
I know I'm not...
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
No match for me.
Confringo. Incendio. Accio.
Had enough.
Incendio. Levioso.
How embarrassing.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso!
Stop this buffoonery!
Accio! Confringo!
Petrificus totalis! What shall you do
Finito.
now? Petrificus totalis!
Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Revelio!
Nothing to bug in Erica except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me. Legs are far too brittle.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
What have you done?
Protego!
You'll have to fight.
Confringo! Accio!
No.
Revelio!
Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet.
Revelio!
They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
The beast is safe now.
Revelio!
I've raided Brockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
Revelio!
I've robbed every traveling vendor that passed through here. They never see it coming. Let's finish this job and be done with it.
Brave? Nice!
Levioso!
Stop that, brave!
Incendio!
Make it stop!
Confringo!
I did it! And an Ashwinder, no less.
Revelio! Revelio!
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Accio. Levioso.
Ugh. Shame you're so...
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
And when will I set my traps?
What does it matter if they're still alive?
Perhaps I shall scout around Feld.
What's here?
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Marvelous strike!
Confringo.
Confringo! You'll feel that tomorrow. If you last that long.
Come back here.
Confringo. Accio. Incendio.
Reductor! Damn you!
Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Reductor! Confringo!
Revelio.
Head in the clouds!
Confringo!
Ah, there you are!
Reductor! Hold still! Reductor! Back for Loros! Confringo! Reductor! Turn me
Incendio!
Confringo! I'll take that one.
What are you doing? Revelio.
Nothing to identify. For now, at least. Revelio.
Fascinating, truly.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our ham. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit long.
I'm afraid I don't find...
Ah, understood. However, you might feel otherwise when I tell you a bit more about the rumours surrounding this particular one. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was... Perhaps you could take a look.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of youth. I do hope you'll be able to solve the puzzle.
Revelio. I should look into the statue Madam Twiddle mentioned. Hello, nice to meet you. I'd like to ask you about your shop, if you don't mind.
Certainly, that'd be fine. What would you like to know?
What do you have for sale?
It's, good luck for me you stopped by today. Glad you were able to stop by.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. What do you have in store for me this time? Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio. This looks like the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Why are there so many vases around here? I suppose I should try to find all the vases. Revelio. I think there should only be a few more vases. Incendio! Confringo! I'm nearly finished. One more vase. That's it. I should tell Madame Twiddle about what happened. Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Confringo! Levioso! Incendio! Incendio!
Enjoy suffering, do you? I have